Daily Stock Pick Trading Podcast in my ears. Guiding me through my hopes and fears. Oof, you're getting a lot of banging. That's what Pornhub said. You're getting a lot of banging. When you open up like a porn site, it should say you're gonna get a lot of banging. You're gonna get a lot of banging. Good morning. Let's see. Gotta close that down. 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 And we've got these open. Okay. I don't know if anybody's joining yet or not. Hit on all chat. Live chat. There we go. Did I set it up so that nobody can join? Oh, okay. There we go. There's nobody in here except for the bots. Morning, Tyler. Yeah, RRGB was a golden one, Olga. People who tuned in for that one. I looked at it this morning, and I'll bring it up. I mean, is there a better stock picker? I mean, I'll toot my own horn on it, but good God. Let me see. The QQQ's down. TQQ is down. I think jobs numbers came out, so let me just see. Let's refresh. Deep dive. The wealthiest Americans, 10%. Labor data. Let me see. I've got to go to news. I'll just go over to scene. I'll show you what I'm looking at. I'm reading about jobs. Yeah, exactly. All I do is promote affiliates. Morning, Harold. Tyler. I don't know what those little, like, I don't know. There's like crowns on you guys. Number 1, number 3. On one of my chats. Hey, morning, Sean. I don't understand. You guys got like crowns. I mean, literally, I should put this on. Here, hold on. I think I can turn around the camera. I think I can. Hold on, I gotta turn off the AI. And then we'll go big head. So, no, the cord's too small. The cord's too small. I can't show you. But there's like crowns next to your guys' names on the chat in my window for some reason. So, Tyler, you're number 1. Harold, you're number 3. Olga doesn't have a crown. Oh, there we go. Sean's got a 1. Oh, most active in chat. Yeah. I mean, on my YouTube here, I don't have it. I'm watching as a fan on my own personal account. So it's weird. I don't know. Strange. Hit the thumbs up button, by the way. The U.S. private sector lost 33,000 jobs in June, a reversal from 29,000 jobs in May, added in May, which was revised down from 37 and trailing the 103. Markets seemed to wilt a little in the heat yesterday and struggled to keep up the momentum. Yes, with the S&P slipping back from its record high. The Senate voted the thing with the J.D. Vance doing the tie. One of the most important developments of the last 20 was the latest JOLTS report. Yep. Which pointed to a tighter labor market than previously thought. Yes. I mean, that's the thing. If the Fed starts cutting, that's the biggest problem. Is it's going to be, and I think I go into that a little bit on my notes. I don't know. Got to keep those views up. Let's do a little scan. Let's see if we got anything in here. I mean, I should do the scan of the ones that are out for selling. We did the core. Let's see. You know what? Let's see if any of the alpha picks have an entry today. PPC. Eat. Got a new alpha pick yesterday. But you did have 2 alpha picks with an entry in the 4-hour algorithm. Using the tools you have. So it's EAT and PPC. That is girlfriend. Morning, Wendy. She is playing in the background. Yes. Let's go. I'm going to do leveraged ETFs. Let's see if there's anything in here. Yes, there is. Ooh, there's quite a bit. Okay. Oh, boy. And skip. There we go. The ads have started showing up again. Scans. We're going to put leveraged ETFs. BERZ, BTCZ, Connie, DRUP, MSFD, and all the downs. All the downs. And Yang. You know, it's funny because, I mean, I'll go into the story. Morning, Rosa. Stop for cappuccinos. That's a life, Rosa. I gotta tell you. You two are my inspiration. I don't leave home. Just full disclosure, I don't leave home. I mean, I went golfing yesterday, and I'll have a warning. I am going to go off. Just in case you are extreme left, like, hey, you think the mayor of New York, the Democratic nominee, is a good thing, just be forewarned. I'm going to go off on it today. Just be forewarned. Morning, Chris. Chris is probably poolside. Let's go to the indexes. Amgen and Merck. Oh, Shane will be happy. My buddy that I golfed with yesterday, he'll be happy. He said he put a bunch of money into Amgen. Let's see. Yeah. It's a good one. I mean, it was up 3.92% yesterday. So, I just told him, I said, hey, I'm not a... I don't know healthcare. I don't know drugs. I know it pays a good dividend. But I think it's been having problems from what I remembered. I need to look at the long-term chart. NST, S-Bucks. That's Monster Energy. Let me look at the weekly of this one. Yeah, I mean, it's been just sideways. I mean, if you put trend lines in there, it's hard to... I mean, that trend line still holds true. If you do that, I mean, that still holds true. So, there's the Nasdaq, and let's go to the S&P 100. Amgen, AMT. I don't have AMT in there. BMY, Bristol Myers, DHR, Danaher, Dow, Lockheed Martin, Mondelez, Merck, NEE, Nextera Energy, and Starbucks. There we go. Okay. It'll be a pretty long show. In fact, I didn't start putting the show together until 6 o'clock. I went to bed at 8 o'clock last night, and I slept till 6 this morning to show you how, like, freaking tired I was yesterday. Hey, when you shoot 114, that's a lot of work on your body. I think I lost like 8, maybe 10 balls yesterday, and I'll wait for it. But We're gonna look at, we're gonna look at Palo Alto. I mean, just these are the guys who spend money. In fact, you know what? Hold on one second. I'm gonna go over to Perplexity. I'm gonna show you what, here's the special sauce that I do. Can you give me a 1-sentence script to promote at the beginning of the episode? What's coming up? Make it less than 30-second read. Boom. Okay, there we go. I don't like how it talks that much, but I don't like how it talks sometimes, but we've got the Figma IPO. It's one to keep an eye on because I think it's going to be a good one. Apple has started to participate in the rally. It has started to Apple has started to participate in the rally. It's a company that's coming off of weak comps. I mean, we'll go over it. Tech sector was the big gainer for Q2. We had a healthcare scare yesterday. Centene pulled guidance down 31%. I mean, it's going to bring down it's what UNH is going through. Tesla. I mean, it's a clear buy the dip opportunity. Just when do you get in? We'll talk about that. It broke its 8-month China sales slump. There are good things in Tesla. We'll talk about the financial sector because I do think financials are about to take off. And I own 2 of them in a fairly big way. I think Bank of America is a small position, but Goldman Sachs is a big position for me. And we'll talk about it because yesterday, I mean, just dividends. I mean, it was up huge. The banks were up huge. And here's a nice list of current dividends from Seeking Alpha, which you can get. Asia stocks, we're going to talk about July 9th because that's going to be a big kind of catalyst here, up or down. The leaders of the first half we'll talk about. The markets are waiting for job data. I mean, we'll talk about this. I did have this put in there. It is what it is. I thought this is going to be my rant on the current status of politics in America and what I think about it. We had 3 stocks change their quant rating in the core portfolio. So I just want to show people what you get in your email. The first half 2025 stocks. This is a article which I thought had some great picks. So if you have Seeking Alpha, you'll get those. We'll talk about the first half. I mean, I'll talk about this. This is the performance of the top 2025 stocks year to date since January, since they were released. So we'll talk about Red Robin, and that's the first one that we're going to talk about. So, yeah. So it's going to be quite an episode. Hit the thumbs up. We got 19 people in here and 12 thumbs up. And it's funny because I did get demonetized on a video and I wound up just editing it out and nobody's complained. So it is what it is. But what's interesting about it is I just don't like support from YouTube. And I do have a YouTube manager. I'm not very big on YouTube whatsoever, but I have, for some reason, my girlfriend's son is a fairly big influencer, like 1 million followers and stuff. And he doesn't have somebody at YouTube that he talks to. I do. Morning, Jacob. So, I don't know. I sent them an email and I said, and she was like, yeah, we got to look at that. So it is what it is. I edited it out just because my videos are so time sensitive that it doesn't get post release a lot of looks. And I told her that. I said it's a bad situation where I get anything like that because it is checked. I don't know if there's anything that you can put on my and she's like, no, we can't single you out. You've got to go through all the automated checks. And it is what it is. And I haven't done a thumbnail or anything today. I didn't do any. All I did was prepare for the show. So markets are taking a little bit of a dive, it looks like. I saw IBIT was way up. IBIT soaring. I mean, Bitcoin is, so. QQQ is there. VOO down 0.5. Okay. Dun, 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 dun. Okay, I'm going to start. I'm going to just, so I don't get dinged. Hold on one second. Please don't do AI. Don't follow me. I got to just close the door real quick. You're okay. Do. Okay. I just had to close the door so the piano volume was a little bit. Oh, I guess it does do top fans. Oh, so Sean's number 1, Chris is number 2, Jacob's number 3, Wendell is number 4, Vacation Guy's number 5, Tyler's number 6. Huh. Interesting. I guess I can see that. Interesting. Top fans. Okay. I should turn on AI again. Because I do like how it follows me around a little bit. It's cool, like party trick, you know? Morning, Daniel. Okay. I don't have my water, so get ready for some AMSR. Good morning. It is Wednesday, July 2nd. We have entered the second part of the year. The market's at all-time highs. Today, I'm going to break down, and by the way, this was written by Perplexity, just so I don't sound this douchey. But today, I'll break down my top July stock picks, the RRG, the Red Robin short squeeze, bank buybacks, Tesla's latest moves, and the trading tools you need to crush the bull market. That was written by Perplexity. So it's what's coming up, okay? And yes, there are some big, let's just tout off that on Tuesday evening, I kind of put in here, and it's in the newsletter, and the newsletter is free to subscribe to. So there's no reason not to subscribe to the newsletter. And I was going over, okay, I'm going to give you, if I had to buy 3 alpha picks today, if I had to buy 3 of them, I gave you the 3. And then I said in this little note, and I made a big deal about this if you watch the podcast, in researching alpha picks to buy, Brinker, which is EAT, the symbol, while this one might be better to cool off a little bit, RRGB, Red Robin, might be a takeover target, and that stock looks great. Why you get alpha picks with Seeking Alpha Premium? It's to find the opportunities, not just to listen to the portfolio. And so what happened with Red Robin yesterday? Let's look at it. It was up 11% yesterday. The market was down. So don't tell me that I'm just promoting affiliates, douchebags, because one day this was up 11%. You could have paid for your entire, and maybe you said, you know what? It wasn't one that I wanted. You know, it wasn't anything. But maybe you read that, okay? And you said, hey, you know, it wasn't too late to get in. Look, it opened up at $5.76, okay? It immediately popped to $5.90, giving you confirmation. Okay, gets you up here to $6.11. You lose confirmation. Again, this is a 5-minute chart. So this is how you trade. And as it's moving up, you can do it. Now, if you want a 65-minute chart on this one, you could have traded it yesterday with confirmation the entire day, and you're still in this one. Now, it's down here in pre-market 1.55% in the 4-hour algorithm. Let's just look at it, because the 4-hour algorithm yesterday got you in at $5.54. Okay? The 4-hour algorithm makes you 17% versus buying and holding loses you 53%. So if you wanted to, again, how do you use the tools that are in front of you? It's not me just saying, hey, go and buy this. If this wasn't on your list, maybe it could have been if you subscribe to the newsletter. Now, there's two reasons to subscribe to the newsletter. It's because I think you get a good education of how I think, and no matter what you think of me, if you think I'm just selling stuff, I have been very successful in the world, and we'll go into that because I do have a little rant today. But I have been successful. The second reason is because you can win a full year of Trendspider by just subscribing to the newsletter. You don't have to pay. Don't feel like you have to sign up for the paid one, but you will win this advanced tier. Okay. Now, you say, hey, I want these tools. Well, Trendspider's on sale. All of the tools are on sale. So let me just go over some of the tools. You've got Trendspider, which is on sale. And I point people, if it's within your budget, get the advanced, okay? Because it comes with 52 training sessions per year. I did the math. It's like $26. Okay. Think of you learning to play tennis. Think of you learning to play golf. Think of you learning, going to school, going to a community college and learning a skill. You have one Zoom meeting with a product expert every week. It would cost you $26 for Trendspider to have one training per week with a product expert, okay? And that's at $107 per month. $26 per month, 26 and change. That means you get Trendspider for free. So if you're going to take the trainings, it makes no sense not to get the advanced tier. Get the advanced tier. And you save until Friday, you save 50% off. It is a great tool. Let's go over another tool, which is Alpha Picks. This is a portfolio. Again, in the newsletter, I was doing 3 Alpha Picks that I think you should buy. This is a great portfolio. It's more than 3 stocks. I think it's around 30 right now, but it's data driven. It's rules based. They alert you when to buy, and that comes on the 1st and the 15th. So we got a new Alpha Pick yesterday. And for those of you that bought it, you could have scalped it. It was a small cap and it popped over 10%. So the key to this portfolio, they tell you when to sell. It's on sale for $3.99. Okay, until July 4th, which is Friday. Now, you saw me do the research off of EAT on the podcast yesterday, and finding Red Robin. That is Seeking Alpha Premium. Okay, and this is on sale. You get a free 7-day trial. You get a free 7-day trial. And that's the key. You also save a bunch of money off if you want it. And again, the Red Robin trade could have paid for the entire year. Now, here's what I suggest. You get Trendspider, because these are the tools that I use. It's Trendspider and the Seeking Alpha bundle. All of this is over on Linktree. You can just choose which ones you want. Trendspider is the top one. The bundle's the second one. And the reason I say the bundle is because you save over $160. It is a fantastic savings. It is an unbelievable savings, and it gives you every tool that I have. So, since I've been successful, maybe you want to do something like that. In fact, there are 2. So as you use the tools together, there are 2 Alpha Picks that are buys in the 4-hour algorithm today. EAT. Look, the MACD is reset from where it was at the buy at 140. It's telling you maybe we're going for another leg up. So that's an entry in the 4-hour algorithm. If you had alerts set, EAT would show up. And another Alpha Pick is PPC, Pilgrim's Pride. This one shot up here, then it shot down. Are we going to get back and fill this gap? Maybe. Maybe, but you use the tools in front of you. And so that's just an example how you do. And to recap their performance, this is the 2025, top 2025 stocks. The top 2023 outperformed, the top 2024 outperformed, and so far the top 2025 as a portfolio are outperforming. It's just 10 stocks. At the beginning of the year, if you had Seeking Alpha Premium, you bought all 10. One's up 77%, one's up 61%, one's 48%, one's 39%, one's 36%. This is outperforming the market. And the second half stock is off. We just got those like 2 weeks ago. One of them is up 11% in just 1 week. And that's not an only reason to get Seeking Alpha. You also get investing group experts, which tell you a great list of top 2025s. And they go over this, and they go over their thesis. The market outlook hinges on tariffs negotiations, large cap ETFs like VOO, IVV, and DIA offer stability and expected volatility. Remember, we're at all-time highs with the Nasdaq and the S&P. That's VOO and QQQ. We are not at all-time highs with the Dow, DIA, and small caps, IWM. We are not at all-time highs there. So you literally can just mix all these things in, and it's a great tool. Now, mix in Seeking Alpha, Alpha Picks, and Trendspider, and you've got yourself a full tool set that's used efficiently, like I use mine. You'll get yourself a portfolio that outperforms the market. That's the goal of managing your own portfolio. Again, one of the benefits of having this the Seeking Alpha Premium is you get the Quant rating. The Quant rating is key because it tells you, hey, this stock is poised to move up or down. So I get this email this morning on the Daily Stock Pick Core Portfolio. And if you want to follow the Core Portfolio, that's free as well. I'm not charging for that. It's right here. And if we go to compare the performance over SPY, look, over the entire time, SPY is up 41% since I started this portfolio. The core portfolio is up 53%. And part of that is the Quant rating. So the core portfolio, I get an email every morning on the core portfolio, and there were 2 upgrades in the Quant, Coke and Bank of America. And we'll go over Bank of America. But the scary part is VOO went from a buy to a hold. So when you go over to Seeking Alpha and you see that in the morning and you go, ooh, VOO, the Quant analysis, it moved to a hold. Well, it does that sometimes. Is it perfect? No. But again, you take a look at it. The momentum is great. The expense is fantastic. The dividend's fantastic. The risk, it's A+. Liquidity, A+. Now, in the Quant rating ranking, what's number 1? GDE, which is Wisdom Tree Efficient Gold Plus Equity Strategy. So maybe that's one you want. SPMO, we went over that one last week. SPMO is the momentum one. So again, use the tools that are in front of you. And if you don't want to buy my tools, don't worry about it. Have your own tools. Just make sure you're performing as well. Now, I want to go over this. Because as a top 3%er, again, I think I'm top 3% in the country as far as wealth goes. I don't know. That's the last time I looked at it. Who knows? I don't track it that closely. But I want to talk to the kids or the extreme left who want to go after billionaires. Stop it. Stop it. I'm not a billionaire. I'm a multimillionaire. I'm not a billionaire. I am doing this podcast and earning a good living at it, okay? Just understand that from April forward, currently, every dollar that I make on this podcast, 50 cents goes to taxes. It always sounds great to tax the rich. And don't feel bad for me. I am perfectly happy paying the 50 cents because I enjoy what I'm doing. I'm not greedy. I don't do this for the money. But if that number goes to 60 cents, I may quit doing the podcast and go out golfing like I did yesterday to enjoy life. Because when I'm paying more in taxes than I'm actually earning, maybe doing the podcast doesn't suit my quote unquote life goal. I just may take more days off to enjoy my lawn, to go golfing, maybe to go shopping at the outlet malls. But again, that's what you have to realize. Money doesn't motivate some people. It doesn't motivate me to do this. I show up every morning because I like to help people. Okay? But the quote in here that got me is from Mamdani, I think is Mamdani. I don't think we should have billionaires. Frankly, it is so much money in a moment of inequality, there has to be a better distribution of wealth. The Big Apple not only houses New York Stock Exchange and Nasdaq, but also the financial capital of the world, where the 1% of the city earners pay nearly half of all taxes, according to New York City Independent Budget Office. That's key. Because if you start pushing them out, more than half of the actual city's revenue goes away. And this outlook, this is key. And this is understanding just from a small person standpoint. Again, much of the wealth, employment, and services generated in society today have been facilitated by billionaires. You can shop on Amazon because Bezos founded Amazon. You can promote your business, your small business. I promote on Facebook and Instagram. And I have Spotfiy, founded by billionaires. You can wear a pair of Nikes founded by a billionaire, Phil Knight. The list goes on and on. While there are legitimate concerns over the effects of concentrated economic power, a better measurement might be how accessible it is to climb the income ladder. But again, I want to talk to the far left. I talk to the far right because you know I'm not a big fan of Donald Trump. But I want to talk to that far left as well. It's not good. Because again, if you enjoy listening to this podcast, just realize ever since April, every dollar that I make in this podcast, and you may think I pump a lot of affiliates. I don't need the money. Don't get them. Okay? But Red Robin yesterday was a golden reason why you listen to this podcast. And I just want to make sure everybody knows that I hate the left, I hate the right. The extreme portion, it's the middle of this country that has made it great. And the middle politically needs to come back. So I'm talking to both sections. But honestly, today, it's to these people that think that this guy in New York who's talking about rent control, who's talking about all of those other things, it's not a good thing. It is not a good thing. Now, I hold for, I am fine. Again, I am fine for distribution of wealth. I am happy paying my taxes. I am happy doing that. I am happy employing people. I am happy, paying my accountant. I am happy paying my housekeeper. I am happy doing those types of things and spreading wealth. I am not happy when my money, 60 cents on the dollar, goes to fund more spending. That's the problem. So understand my thought process. Just think through it. Your vote matters. So I just wanted to address that thing because it does matter. We just went through a vote in the House where Elon Musk said, hey, it's going to increase the deficit. At some point, they are going to need to raise taxes to increase revenue because they're not cutting spending. And that's the problem. So where are we in the markets right now? We're waiting for labor data, and the labor data comes out tomorrow. But the private sector lost 33,000 jobs. That's a reversal from in May when 29,000 jobs were added. So the market's now under pressure. If the jobs data comes in weak, then again, you're going to have the Fed being pressured to lower rates. But if the jobs market continues down, that's not good for the economy. So again, you're at all-time highs. Job market is showing a little bit of wiggle. And the last time the jobs market showed a little bit of wiggle, pre-election, Powell actually lowered rates. So it might actually be a good news thing that could push us higher. Between now and the Fed decision, though, is January 9th. And I thought, before we talk about January 9th, the biggest S&P movers in the first half, the leaders and the laggers, are they going to stay? Are some of these, like Supermicro, GE Vernova, Newmont, Uber, General Electric, are they going to move up even more? And some of these laggards, are they going to recover, like Lululemon, Dow, Moderna, PG&E, Brown-Forman, Deckers? Are they going to move up? It's an important list to look at. Don't focus on it. Don't have FOMO and say, I'm going to buy Palantir at all-time highs. It's 80% up this year. NRG Energy, it's 78% up this year. Understand your charts. Go and learn how to read them. But we're talking about July 9th. July 9th, Asia markets are weak. And why? Because Trump's talking about tariffs again. You got the big, beautiful bill passed through the Senate. Again, it's not on his desk yet, but it was passed. And so, again, you've got this big, beautiful bill that is out there, most likely going to get passed. But I want to talk about Trump. Because remember how I said he's literally telling you what he's doing. There is nothing that he's hiding under the rug. He's telling you. He's told you that he doesn't like Fed Powell. He wrote a freaking letter, a handwritten letter on the interest rates from countries to Powell. He wants them down to 1%. He is going to place somebody in that Fed chair that will get them down to 1%. Full disclosure, he is going to place somebody who will do more than likely historic rate cuts. The question isn't whether he's going to do it. It's going to be how the market reacts. The market is a forward-looking mechanism. So if you're betting that it's going to be a good thing for the markets, like Trump says, then you better be balls deep in this market. One thing we know is that lower rates should send the bond market down. That's long term. Short term, there are jitters around July 9th. But is this a time to buy international stocks as they dip? We talk about buying the dip. I heard a great story from Josh Brown yesterday when I was listening to it on the ride to the golf course. I heard Josh Brown say, I took a look at my 401k and it's exploded. He thought it was a mistake. But then he realized he's 40% in international stocks, which have soared. Okay, Asia stocks are starting to dip. We saw Japan fell 0.23 because Trump is threatening Japan with a tariff. So again, tariffs are in play. It can move the market. It can move other countries. It can move the U.S. market as well. It's in there. Whether he chickens out or not, it still is a buy the dip market. So what do you want to buy the dip on? Well, you had financials way up yesterday as banks announced their buyback and dividends since the stress test allowed them to do so. These were some of the easiest, by the way, gains in the market that you've ever had. I own Goldman Sachs plans a 33% dividend increase after the stress test. It's up 0.22. This is 708. Goldman Sachs, if we look at the chart, it's high. Goldman Sachs, I bought down here at 484. I loaded into this one. It was too cheap, under $500. I loaded into this one. I think I waited for it to have confirmation, so I might be just over 500. But it was identified by me as a long-term buy and hold. Okay, weekly on this one, you are at all-time highs. I'm pretty comfortable where I'm sitting because it's still a fairly good buy. Now, the Quant has it as a hold. Why? Valuation is a bit stretched. If we go and look, it's 15 times forward earnings. The PE is 15. But I believe they will continue to grow. The forward peg is 1.19 because the growth right now is at 13% year over year. You've got some bad years where you're comparing it to. So I like this one. I like this one a lot. When we look at Wall Street, what do they say it's worth? $604. That's 14% decrease. I probably, at some point when it shows weakness, I will trim this one. Even though I identified it as a long-term buy and hold, I still have some losses, some tax loss harvesting that I took in April that I can write these gains against. And I'll just buy back. Again, I'm not afraid of buying a good company at all-time highs. Another one that I own is Bank of America. They plan to lift their dividend by 8% after passing the test. Bank of America is a strong buy in the quant. This is different. The valuation's still a bit stretched at 13. Their growth is a little bit better, a little bit more stable. This is the largest bank. Wall Street thinks that this one's a $50 stock and it's trading at 48. That's a nice 5% move up. So again, you've got to pick your winners. And if you don't want to pick your winners, XLF is the financial sector. Coinbase and Goldman Sachs among the top S&P financial movers. Remember, Goldman Sachs is part of the Coinbase is part of the S&P. That's up 96% year to date. 96% year to date. It's a fantastic, fantastic bet on crypto, and they are doing everything right. Their CEO, fantastic. Now, it's a hold in the quant. Why? Because valuation-wise, this makes no sense whatsoever if it's a financial stock, but it's a crypto. So it's going to have high valuation. It just doesn't make sense. When you look at this one, where's the 52-week high? 382. You're only trading at 339. It's got a 5% short interest. Wall Street thinks that it's worth $290, a 13% downside. So am I betting on that one? Probably not. But XLF is probably a good one going into the second half of the year. Now Tesla, it broke an 8-month China sales slump. They actually saw an increase in cars sold over in China. Now, Elon is also taking over sales. We've seen he's fighting with Trump. He's taking over sales after they slumped, and Trump is threatening him back. We've seen this playbook before. Okay, and I've gone over this playbook many, many times. It is a buy the dip scenario. It's up 4% today, probably on the China sales. How are you trading this? That would be my question. Anybody without Trendspider, how are you trading this? Because you better have a strategy. If you don't have a strategy and you're just randomly buying stuff, it doesn't make sense. That's gambling. That's not investing. Understand what you're buying. I'm trading this on the 4-hour algorithm. Want to know why? Because over the last 24 months, the 4-hour algorithm has made me 57% versus buy and hold has only made 15%. I have a small portion of my Tesla in buy and hold. I invest in this in XLY as well. But we've seen this before. The story is playing out exactly like it has been. There's nothing here that tells me, oh my God, I've got to worry. It's been dead money, so you better have been trading it. You've been better trading this one since it hits the November 2021 highs. You haven't been better buying and holding. You've been better trading this one. Okay, and on the weekly, it looks great. So I am waiting for the 4-hour algorithm. If you don't have the 4-hour algorithm and you're trading Tesla, have a strategy that works. If you don't, go and get Trendspider. It's on sale. Literally, try it for $7 for the next 2 weeks. You can try it out. Just have a strategy. That's all I care about for you. I don't care that you go and buy Trendspider. Have a strategy. I am literally handing you my strategy. So go and get Trendspider. Now, healthcare. We've talked about UNH getting taken out of the core portfolio. They sank after Centene pulled their guidance, just like United Healthcare did. Will they bounce back? I don't know. I'm not a healthcare guy. The big beautiful bill cuts Medicare. What happens when your biggest customer, which is Medicare, cuts their spending? You make less money as a company. So what do these healthcare companies make? They make less money because the support that they get from Medicare, it's less money. It's a space that I would rather trade than invest in. I'm not a healthcare guy. But if you are, have a strategy. Now, what's my sector? I'm a tech guy, and the tech sector, these are the gainers and losers. It was the best sector in Q2. My portfolio is perfectly fine. This is where I'm at home. I have a large position in XLK. I don't have any of these top gainers. Seagate, Broadcom, Jabil, Palantir, Western Digital. I don't own any of these losers either. Enphase, Fiserv, Global Payments, HP. And I'll take that back. Because Apple is the biggest loser in this bunch. And I own a large portion of Apple. Okay? And I've said it before. Apple under $200 is a good buy. I don't think it's a great buy, but I'll point out that they have started to make the move since this got you in at 201. You're at 207. Okay, I own enough of this. I don't want to buy it at 200. I own plenty of this. When I get my dividend, it reinvests. So I get like $4,000 or $5,000 in dividends, and it reinvests, so it automatically gets it. But I own enough of this. Do you put this in to your portfolio to double? Is it going from 200 to 400? No. No, absolutely not. But you put it in your portfolio as a stock that could pop a few percent in a day, has shown consistent profit, they print money, and you have lower quants. Maybe they buy an AI player. It's one of the only companies that's out there that if they actually say, we're going to buy an AI company, that boom, it will go up. You'll see it pop 5%, even no matter what the price that they pay. You'll see this one pop if they say they buy an AI company. That's it. And then this particular article was a great article to read. If you own Apple and you have Seeking Alpha, go and read it. Because he brings up Steve Jobs. I don't know if he mentioned Steve Jobs, but this made me buy a thing. Steve Jobs specifically liked the stock under 100. Remember, those were the days where you couldn't buy fractional shares. Today you can buy fractional shares. But Tim Cook, during the last split, where it was like 4 for 1, 5 for 1, Tim Cook specifically said he wants to abide by Steve Jobs' rules that he told him before he died. Simple as that. So again, have a strategy. This one has started to participate. In a market that's down, Apple's up today. Why? Because Siri might get an upgrade. Now, we know the IPO market is out there, and it's doing well. Figma, which Adobe tried to buy, is looking to go IPO. Keep an eye on it. Set up an alert in Perplexity for Figma. That's how you'll know. Or just subscribe to a news source like Seeking Alpha or Finviz and keep an eye out. But Figma should be a big one. I like this name. Okay, am I going to participate in the IPO? Maybe I'll buy some. I mean, we saw Circle, we saw CoreWeave, we saw all of those take off. But what am I doing in the second half of the year? What do I suggest that you do? Okay, the first, know which stocks you own. If you've got 80 stocks in your portfolio, do you have an elevator pitch for each one of those? Do you know when you're getting out? Do you know if one's an investment versus a trade? What alerts do you have set for your portfolio? Know the first half performance of what your portfolio has done. Do you have losers that you need to cut? Do you have winners that you need to trim at all-time highs because we're at all-time highs? And I will tell you, tax preparation is not just for December. Be sure you know your financial situation and an estimate of where you are. I will tell you this, and full disclosure, we just talked about I'm top 3% in the country as far. I am hovering usually between 20% long-term capital gains and 15% capital gains. And if I can stay under the $400,000 income level, then I can save myself 5% on capital gains. You need to know your taxes. If I told you that you could gain 5% on a $400,000 investment, would you do it? Yes. And that's the key. You absolutely would. A 5% savings in taxes is like money in your pocket. It's like the biggest trade you'll ever make. So again, you may not have that type of set tax situation, but understand where you are. And I'm going to add, we're going to end here with this suggestion. You know, I've gone over all of this stuff, okay? You may think that cybersecurity isn't important and that it's not going to grow, but JP Morgan just did a survey of the people that spend money on these products, okay? They're the chief information officers, CIO. That's it. They are the ones choosing these companies. And who are they choosing? They are choosing Palo Alto, Fortinet, and CrowdStrike. Those are the leaders. Zscaler was also cited as a standout vendor following its recent acquisition of Red Canary, would have placed toward the top of the standout vendor list within software if polling responses for the two companies have been consolidated. Again, this article points it out. I own all three, Palo Alto, Fortinet, and CrowdStrike. Zscaler, I think this one has been a laggard, but it's popped up. Yeah, this was a laggard. You can see, we're not even at all-time highs back here. But it was a laggard up until April. Now it's taken off. It's got more room to run. So again, if the companies are spending money on these, it may have more room to run. Now, every day in the newsletter, I do these things called scans, and it's at the end. It's just one more reason to subscribe to the newsletter, because at the end, here's the scans. These are entries in the 4-hour algorithm. I scan all my watch lists. I scan all the indexes, even leveraged ETFs. And it basically says, okay, which ones have an entry in the 4-hour algorithm? And you don't need Trendspider, just the free newsletter. Go and use your system, but you don't need the 4-hour algorithm. But if you get the yearly plan on Trendspider, you get the 4-hour algorithm. Now, here's the thing. Some of these are great. Some of these aren't. LMT, Lockheed Martin. This is how I look at the 4-hour algorithm. Has an entry at 465. Does this one do well? No. Down 22%. You can see you have 31 positions and it loses you 22% versus just buying and holding is 0.6. But the difference in this is that on the weekly, you're down near the 200-day. And the 200-day for me typically provides a bounce. So maybe this is one that you want to take a chance on. Just an idea. I was out golfing with my buddy yesterday, and he said, hey, I put a bunch of money into Amgen. Just so happens Amgen gets a 4-hour algorithm entry. Now you can see here, it makes you about as much as buy and hold, 26.9 versus 26.7 buy and hold. It wins 52% of the time. You're below your MACD, the oscillator on the MACD. The RSI is at 61. We can go and look at this one on a weekly chart, and you can see it's just been kind of dead money floundering around. But when you go and you look at Amgen, the key point of Amgen is that they're paying a 3.28% dividend. That's a good dividend. And when you look at the Wall Street price target, it is 314. That's a 7% upside. So you're getting a good dividend and you're buying at a discount to what Wall Street thinks that it's worth. You can go in and analyze it with AI if you'd like. Again, my friend doesn't have all these tools. He's just like, hey, I like Amgen. It's a good one, pays a good dividend, and he buys it. I told him I'm not a healthcare guy, but I could absolutely give you a 10-minute overview of this as to why it's a good or bad stock. And I could give it to you using the tools that I have. It's just an example. Now, another one that has a buy in the 4-hour algorithm, and we can go look at it, is NEE, NextEra Energy. I think that's, NextEra Energy. This is an energy company. This is Florida Power and Light. 7304. 4-hour algorithm makes you 9.7% versus 4.8%. I have to have a reason to buy it. 29 positions over 24 months. It trades a little bit much. But you can see we have reached almost $76 a few times, and you've bounced off it. And where's that $76? Just above the 200-day. So trading under the 200-day on a company like this, maybe it's a good opportunity. Well, $72, its 52-week range goes all the way up to 86. Again, it's an energy company. When you look at the Quant, it's a hold. How long has it been a hold? For quite a while. Quite a while. I mean, all the way since 69 to February 19th. So it's been there for a while. When you analyze with AI, you can take a look at it. Duke Energy, Dominion, Southern Company. Those are all competitors. But you invest in a company like this for a 3.1% dividend. That's what you're investing in a utility for. So, and out of the whole utilities, it's number 16 out of 41. What's number one? SSEZY. And when you look at this one, SSEZY, and you go to strong buy, it just turned to a strong buy. Wall Street says that this one's worth $31, 22% upside. So again, the rabbit hole. So if you have any questions, hit me up. But there's the entire podcast. Again, Red Robin, big winner. I hope everybody took gains on it because I don't know if it's going to continue up. It's down 0.78% in the pre-market. Or I'm sorry, we opened up. Let's see. Up 11%. Yeah. Why is this not updating for some reason? I don't know. Wednesday, July 2nd. We're open. Why is this not? Oh, maybe Red Robin's not open. Red Robin hasn't opened up for trading, but the markets have opened up for trading. I mean, we can look at the markets here in Trendspider over on the right-hand side, and you'll see Apple up 1.38%. My portfolio is going to be positive today. In a down day, QQQ, it's flat. It's up. Again, buy the dip. So make sure you're subscribed to the newsletter. Make sure you got alerts on. Hit the reviews on Spotfiy if you made it this far. Hit the 5-star for me. Just do me a favor. I mean, again, if you listen to 39 minutes of me rambling on, telling you how taxing billionaires is bad, and then telling you how Donald Trump's a douchebag, and are we gonna have a July 9th Liberation Day again? Maybe. But it's a buy the dip market. And if you made it this far, just make sure you're either following me on whatever platform you're listening to, or you rate me on whatever platform you're listening to. I will be back tomorrow. We have a half day on Thursday, but we have a day off on Friday. So I'll probably be putting something out for the paid newsletter subscribers. If you have any questions, again, everything's on Linktree right here, even my email address in the upper right. Take care. Bye. Oscar's a trade, Dominic. I mean, Oscar, for me, it's not an investment. It would be a trade. It's my healthcare company. I am biased because I don't like the way they treat their me particularly. But Oscar would be a trade. And it's because it's still expensive. I mean, you're going to have to deal with the volatility of this one. But it has shown, that $13 right there is a support level. So, I mean, right there, if you want to wait for $13, that's fine. If you want to buy at 17 and see it drop to 13, then just add to more, I think you're seeing right there. But again, I'm not in this one. So that's my thought on Oscar. I think it's a trade. I don't think it's an investment. But that would be my take on it. Let's see. What's this XP thing? I don't know. I don't know what XP is. I am sore, Laura, from golfing. Oh, Larry, I'm okay, Larry. I'm doing fine. WRD. We ride. Are they? I mean, Ed, are they making money? I mean, is that a stock chart in a bull market? I mean, you know, in a bull market, do I want to invest in this one? I don't know enough about the company. I couldn't tell you enough. I own Uber, I own Google, I own Amazon, I own Tesla. For full self-driving, those are my plays. So trade it. I mean, find a strategy that works and trade it, Ed. I think you saw the volume peak up here and you saw the volume tail off. So I think it's trade. It isn't my kind of thing. I mean, again, if I weren't doing the podcast and I were trading, absolutely. That's volatility I love. SoundHound's up. Yeah. SoundHound up 2.58%. Wow. Look at the 4 hour. I mean, the 4 hour algorithm on SoundHound, over 24 months, you make 1,077%. 25 positions. Your average win is 57%. Chris wrote by the way, a custom indicator for the 4 hour algorithm. Chris, I still haven't freaking imported it, just so you know. I am so lazy in my Trendspider setup. So lazy. In fact, I even have in the upper right, you'll see this sidekick thing. I don't think anybody else has the sidekick thing. It's an AI. It's, you know, what are the top 3 takes from the latest IBM balance sheet? I mean, it's a neutral analyst, your agent. Let's see that. What stocks in your portfolio to analyze worth the attention? Select which one. Let's do core investments. Proceed. This is a beta, so you don't have access to this. I have access to this as a affiliate for Trendspider. But it's a you can see early preview. I have not played with it, but it's awesome. And it's coming to everybody in Trendspider. Again, it's a reason to get Trendspider during the sale. I probably should be bringing this up. Key market developments. Multiple analysts upgraded with significant price target increases. Tesla, Q2 deliveries reported today. That went down. Benchmark raised. Or did it go up? Completed first autonomous test. Amazon major insider selling on Prime Day. Prime Day announcement July 8th. Bank of America mixed analyst. Roblox strong analyst sentiment and insider activity. Other notables: JP Morgan lowest price target from 240 to 230. Goldman Sachs to do Walmart sold 68 million. Tech sector. Oh, look at this. I mean, this is, you put your portfolio into Trendspider and they're giving you a market overview every day. Oh, vacation guy? Perfect. I didn't know. They told me that it was limited. So I played with it 4 or 5 different times. I've asked it to optimize the 4 hour algorithm for certain stocks, and it gave me back testing results, which were actually positive. It helped me kind of understand where I was going with the 4 hour algorithm on certain stocks. So, that was the, I think, NextEra Energy, and then the top utility stock, SSEZY. EZ, not EV, EZ. I'll put it in here for you, Lawn Snob Bob. No, you're not, Chris. In fact, little insider story here. I get a message from Trendspider I think it was Monday night, that some of my newsletters are ranking in SEO for Trendspider and causing their search payment to go up. Because when you search for Trendspider, I'm ranking higher for some reason. So it's becoming more of a problem. Hold on. Good morning. It's becoming more of a problem because people want the 4-hour algorithm, and then they can't get it because they already signed up. July 2nd. So I'm going to have to figure out something. I may put the 4-hour algorithm in the Trendspider store to charge for it, and you'll get it free if you sign up under my affiliate. They are looking at possibilities, and that was why they contacted me, not to complain about the search revenue, the search cost. It was just, hey, you're ranking very high. I mean, there are search engines and people out there that rank so high. But Chris, I will tell you, if you are a Trendspider user, it makes sense to subscribe to me or even listen every now and then just to see, how I use that tool. By the way, my Webull account is at 12.8, almost 13. And it's up today because of iBit. iBit's a big winner in there. My portfolio is way up. My portfolio is up 1%. I am making more today than I made in most years as a working stiff, and that's 1%. So, vacation guys, did you sign up under my my affiliate program? I've got to change all the affiliate links. I got to do a thumbnail. Do Canva. Let me go back to Perplexity and look at the stock market all-time highs. Yeah, let's just do a YouTube design and see all. This is how the secret sauce is made. July 2025 trading strategy. Sweet. Sweet, thank you. Hopefully I got back to you and sent you all the links, vacation guy. I try and do that nightly for everybody, but I have found over the past, I guess, week since the sale started, I haven't been doing a good job. The affiliate website that Trendspider has, sometimes it's good, sometimes it's bad, but I just don't play it well. Oh, Chris, that is something I actually want to do. As I may start. My Robinhood account has $500 in it. The Webull account's going well. The Robinhood account has $500 and it's only VOO. It's literally 100% VO. I mean, I'll show you my Robinhood account because it's only VOO. Maybe later. They keep telling me. So you can see it is literally just $548. But that chart, you can see I just put it in like that. I mean, it's just VOO. I didn't time it. I just bought VOO. And I'm up 10%. I didn't buy at the bottom. I bought midway. It was just, around that time when they put out that quiz game. So I bought that. But I'm thinking that might have to be... okay, vacation guy. Do me a favor. Vacation guy, go to Linktree, just send me your email address so I have it. Send me your email address and I'll email you back after I get the show posted and stuff. Do I have a video where I just use Seeking Alpha and Trendspider? It's called the podcast, I think, Nathan. I think I do it every day, but do I have a specific video? Let me see. YouTube. There is a playlist of tools I use. And let me see. I have how to set up your Trendspider, how to use my newsletter, my portfolio doubled, another Nvidia price, how much money my podcast made in 2024, video course teaser, stock strategy battle. We did the battle there. I bought $50,000 of alpha picks, win 1 year of Trendspider, daily stock pick, how I manage my multi-million-dollar portfolio. I think some of those are clickbait, to be honest with you. I forget the videos. Do I have one? No. Honest to God, I just don't have one. Video course series. There are only 4 videos in here. When to buy and sell, my podcast, to listen to recap. Video course series, yeah. So, I mean, I don't think there's specific video, but I have been thinking about doing one. Yeah, and that's what I'm afraid of, Chris, knowing my gambling obsession, is that I will wind up just loving options and YOLOing. Let's see. Let's use this one. We'll do July trading strategies. And we'll just put that in. And we'll take this out and we'll put uploads. Edit that down there. We're going to shrink that down a little bit, and then top bull market picks. And we're going to put a bull. Let's put a bull in there. Let's just say bull. Let's say green bull. Bull. Let's say graphics. Let's put this guy in. That's fantastic, Dominic. Yeah, Bob. We've all been there, Bob. Let's see. What did I go over? What stocks? I went over Tesla. So we'll put that in here. I went over Bank of America. We're going to put that one in. Coinbase, we'll put that one in. I don't think anybody looks at the logos, but they do. T-Mobile, Perplexity, Chevron, United Healthcare. Put that one in. I did mention that. Hims. Put this in even though probably didn't mention it, but Robinhood. Vistra. Rigetti. Boy, it's hot in here. I am sweating my balls off for some reason. I bet my thermostat is down. Yeah. Oh no, the temperature's actually pretty decent in here. 77. The temperature is at 78. I just turned it down to 77. And yeah, the logos tend to work out a little bit. Goldman Sachs, we're going to remove the background. AppLovin. There's the air conditioning. Webull, Zoom, Snowflake. I didn't mention any of those. Substack, Abercrombie. MicroStrategy gets some click through, so I gotta put that in. Citi and Wells Fargo. Oh, I own Wells Fargo. I didn't mention that I own Wells Fargo too. I own a lot of Wells Fargo. And that one. And I feel bad because I think Wells Fargo and Bank of America in particular, I think they do take advantage of their customers, but let's see. Let's turn that to white. And uploads. We mentioned Nike. Oracle mentioned CrowdStrike, which does get a lot of clicks as well. So a lot of people that find me just don't even know stocks per se, so these help get the clicks. Palo Alto Networks. You know what? I'm going to change that to white. Colorize. No, color changer. One color. And we'll change that to white. And we'll remove this. And we'll put that down there. It's funny because if I'm thinking of hiring somebody to do all this stuff. Shopify, AMD, Meta. I did mention Meta. So we'll take this one and shrink it down. Amazon, we mentioned Bezos, so we'll put that one in there. Tesla. And we'll put that down there. There we go. And then we'll do Seeking Alpha, and that's plenty. And Trendspider. And where's my Seeking Alpha? And we'll put this down here. And that's it. Boom. Download. Yeah, I think I'd give pretty good advice that, hey, journal your trades. And it's a cheat code to journal your trades and know where you're getting in and out. Oh, vacation guy. You only get the 4-hour algorithm when you get the annual plan. So keep working at it. Keep looking at that. I'll reply with a couple of tools. I've developed other ones too, like a 65-minute and other stuff. I'll give you stuff to play with on the 2-week trial because you got a 3-day weekend. And Richie sent me an email too, so I'll get that. I guess I've got a couple of people. Okay, I am out of here. I've been online for an hour and a half. You guys have a great day. I will talk to you tomorrow. Say bye.
Every morning I wake up to the sound of the trading bell. My heart starts to pound. Daily stock pick trading podcast in my ears, guiding me through my hopes and fears. Tune in daily, don't miss a single show. Sign up for the newsletter, let us help you grow. Taking risks, making moves, seeking success. Together we'll conquer, no room for any less. Every morning I wake up to the sound of the trading bell. My heart starts to pound. Daily stock pick trading podcast in my ears, guiding me through my hopes and fears. Tune in daily, don't miss a single show. Sign up for the newsletter, let us help you grow. Taking risks, making moves, seeking success. Together we'll conquer, no room for any less. Listen now. Every morning I wake up to the sound of the trading bell. My heart starts to pound. Daily stock pick trading podcast in my ears, guiding me through my hopes and fears. Tune in daily, don't miss a single show. Sign up for the newsletter, let us help you grow. Taking risks, making moves, seeking success. Together we'll conquer, no room for any less. Every morning I wake up to the sound of the trading bell. My heart starts to pound. Daily stock pick trading podcast in my ears, guiding me through my hopes and fears. Tune in daily, don't miss a single show. Sign up for the newsletter, let us help you grow. Taking risks, making moves, seeking success. Together we'll conquer, no room for any less. Listen now. Every morning I wake up to the sound of the trading bell. My heart starts to pound. Daily stock pick trading podcast in my ears, guiding me through my hopes and fears. Tune in daily, don't miss a single show. Sign up for the newsletter, let us help you grow. Taking risks, making moves, seeking success. Together we'll conquer, no room for any less. Every morning I wake up to the sound of the trading bell. My heart starts to pound. Daily stock pick trading podcast in my ears, guiding me through my hopes and fears. Tune in daily, don't miss a single show. Sign up for the newsletter, let us help you grow. Taking risks, making moves, seeking success. Together we'll conquer. hopes and fears. Tune in daily, don't miss a single show. Sign up for the newsletter, let us help you grow. Taking risks, making moves, seeking success. Together we'll conquer, no room for any less. Listen now. Every morning I wake up to the sound of the trading bell. My heart starts to pound. Daily stock pick trading podcast in my ears, guiding me through my hopes and fears. Tune in daily, don't miss a single show. Sign up for the newsletter, let us help you grow. Taking risks, making moves, seeking success. Together we'll conquer, no room for any less. Every morning I wake up to the sound of the trading bell. My heart starts to pound. Daily stock pick trading podcast in my ears, guiding me through my hopes and fears. Tune in daily, don't miss a single show. Sign up for the newsletter, let us help you grow. Taking risks, making moves, seeking success. Together we'll conquer, no room for any less. Listen now. Every morning I wake up to the sound of the trading bell. My heart starts to pound. Daily stock pick trading podcast in my ears, guiding me through my hopes and fears. Tune in daily, don't miss a single show. Sign up for the newsletter, let us help you grow. Taking risks, making moves, seeking success. Together we'll conquer, no room for any less. Every morning I wake up to the sound of the trading bell. My heart starts to pound. Daily stock pick trading podcast in my ears, guiding me through my hopes and fears. Tune in daily, don't miss a single show. Sign up for the newsletter, let us help you grow. Taking risks, making moves, seeking success. Together we'll conquer, no room for any less. Listen now. Every morning I wake up to the sound of the trading bell. My heart starts to pound. Daily stock pick trading podcast in my ears, guiding me through my hopes and fears. Tune in daily, don't miss a single show. Sign up for the newsletter, let us help you grow. Taking risks, making moves, seeking success. Together we'll conquer, no room for any less. Every morning I wake up to the sound of the trading bell. My heart starts to pound. Daily stock pick trading podcast in my ears, guiding me through my hopes and fears. Tune in daily, don't miss a single show. Sign up for the newsletter, let us help you grow. Taking risks, making moves, seeking success. Together we'll conquer, no room for any less. Listen now. Every morning I wake up to the sound of the trading bell. My heart starts to pound. Daily stock pick trading podcast in my ears, guiding me through my hopes and fears. Tune in daily, don't miss a single show. Sign up for the newsletter, let us help you grow. Taking risks, making moves, seeking success. Together we'll conquer, no room for any less. Every morning I wake up to the sound of the trading bell. My heart starts to pound. Daily stock pick trading podcast in my ears, guiding me through my hopes and fears.